and welcome to Medi's Tech Circle. In today's video I want to show you what is new with the second OneUI Beta for the Galaxy S9 and Galaxy S9 Plus. So because I'm registered officially in the OneUI Beta here in Germany, I received today the second beta of OneUI. So I will show you this by going into the settings, software update, and that was also here where I have just searched for an update and I got the second beta. So you can see here we got an update which is pretty big. So 707.35 megabytes. So that's a big update. But you can see the changelog is big too. So this here is in German because of course I'm in Germany in the official beta program. But you can see they fixed a lot of things, like for example a YouTube issue when you were playing a video in landscape and changed back to portrait mode, that it have cut it here down the video. So this was fixed with this build and many other things, which makes now the OneUI again much better than before. So let's dive in those things I noticed right away that have changed. So the first thing here I noticed was that they changed something in the status bar. So maybe you will notice that the battery icon is a new one. So yeah, they have now changed the old one to the new one here. The new one is more rounded and looks really nice. Also what they have changed is the font. The font in the status bar looks much different than the one before. In general, the font didn't change, so you will just have the font you usually had here over in every app. So you can see it's no new font here. I can show you also by going into display, font size and styles, then to the font style, and you can see I have the default one. But in the status bar, now they changed the font style. In my opinion, that looks really nice because I don't know, the font is much bigger and much easier to see than the font Samsung usually used for their operating system for Samsung Experience and TouchWiz on Android 7.0. And now the font here looks much better in the status bar. So that was changed. So because we are talking about the status bar, let's go here into the notification panel where we have our quick toggles. What I have noticed is that they have changed some quick toggle icons. So for example, the quick toggle for Dolby Atmos is now changed and matches perfectly some other icons here, like the always on display, the location one, and that looks better than the one we had before, which had the same style like in Oreo. Also they have changed the NFC quick toggle, which now also matches perfectly the other ones which are redesigned for the OneUI. But you can see, for example, the sync quick toggle, the phone visibility quick toggle is not in the design language we have in other quick toggles. For example, maybe they could added the Wi-Fi toggle to use much fatter lines signal bars, you know, so that matches this thickness from the icon, like Bluetooth, auto rotate, or the mute or mobile data icon. Also the Wi-Fi calling icon should be edited because it looks the same like an Oreo. But yeah, we will have to wait and be patient that they will fix all these things. The next thing I noticed is, because I'm using gestures, of course, because I mean, why should you use navbar when you can have gestures, so you have more screen real estate here. But the next thing I noticed is that the gestures are more fluid, so they are much more, the animation, for example, if you see, is much more fluent than before. And I really love this. This gives a new feel to the whole new gesture animation or gestures here. That's really nice. Also by default now, if you didn't have enabled by going here to settings and suggested apps, you didn't have this activated before. Now it's there. It's on by default. So don't Don't ask yourself why it's there when you update to the second beta, which should also drop soon in the US. Okay, so that's basically it. So also, yeah, one thing I noticed is that they removed a weather widget. So I will show you the one I had before updating. That was this one. And then after updating, it was gone. I went to the widget section here and saw that they now have just 3 different weather default weather widgets. The one I had before is gone, and now they have this weather 5x1 and this one with the clock and a bigger one with a forecast for the next 5 days. Yeah, I took this one and it looks okay. It's a minimalistic one. You can see that they changed the illustration for rain, I think. So that looks different. And also what I have noticed is that the device care widget, if you have that, it's now also redesigned. So this button here to optimize is now in another design than before. Before it was just the same like an Oreo. Also we have a new internet icon. So they updated the icon for the internet browser, Samsung internet browser. That looks also pretty nice. They fixed also things like before, if you swiped down with your fingerprint gesture the notification panel down, the you didn't got the blur effect, you know. So basically in the old version, in the first beta, if you swiped like this, so in the usual way with your finger, then it blurred out the background. But if you used a gesture on the home screen, for example, it didn't blur out the background. And also the same when you have done this with the fingerprint, but now it blurs the background. So that's also really nice that they improved this. Also, I think now what is fixed, before when you were in landscape and you have pulled down the notification shade, you didn't sometimes got the quick toggles, they went away, but I think this is fixed now here. So yeah, let's see how the battery life is. Battery life with the first build was okay. I got around 3.5 hours to maybe sometimes 4 hours, what is not that good because I have an S9 Plus, and here with Oreo I was able to get maybe 5-6 hours of screen on time by heavy usage. And let's see how now this is here on this new build. But so far the battery is really keeping up because of the updating process and so on. So I think the battery life should be better here in this new build. So that's it for this video. I hope to see you soon here. Stay tuned. There will come many other new videos about the OneUI Beta for the Galaxy S9 and S9 Plus. I will talk a little bit more detailed about new features in upcoming videos. And yeah, I hope to see you soon here. Bye.